What is up, you guys? It's your favorite celebrity, and I am back with another read. Okay, honey, period. So I am taking personal readings. You guys can cash at me at Money Sign Caprice Cooks. You can also email me or Apple Pay me at capricecooks@icloud.com. Okay, I work on energy. Energy is fluid, so this could be about you. This could be about the person that you're thinking about, or anybody's thinking about you. Okay, this could also be about the past, the present, or the future, but somehow it's affecting you right now. Okay, so Spirit guides, ascended masters, so family, twin flame family, please be here with me at this time, helping me receive a message to deliver to the collective about some ancestor messages. What do we need to know from our ancestors? What do our ancestors want to tell us? For it is 8:30. Wait, y'all know. Feel free to look up any angel numbers that I mentioned in this video. It is 8:39. Y'all already know. 39 is my number of success. I have 59 battery percent. And it is Tuesday, January 7th, okay, 2020, period. All right, ancestors, what messages do y'all have for the collective? Spirit guides, ascended master, so family, twin flame family, please give us a message for Tuesday, January 7th for the collective. Spirit guides, ascended master, so family, twin flame family, please give us a message for the collective for January 7th, 2020. I'm hearing shedding the skin, renewal, rebirth, chills. Somebody he could have got like cut off or something, or somebody is getting a lot of chills. Somebody is feeling the presence of their grandmother a lot. I feel like somebody has been seeing a lot of orbs. Somebody's like vision is becoming clear. Somebody doesn't need glasses anymore. I also just heard Nesquik. I also heard it's not a race. It's getting brown. It's getting brown. So I feel like somebody has a child with a brown tooth. It's a cavity, and I feel like it hurts. Like, even though you may not think it hurt, or you may not be doing nothing, or the child may not be acting like it hurt, it could be hurting them because it's a cavity. Just heard spring into action. Saw the spring card. All right, y'all. Spirit guides. Thank you, Ascended Master. Spirit guides, Ascended Master, soul family, twin flame family, please be here with me at this time, helping me receive a message to deliver to the collective for January 7th, 2020. I heard in shambles. So something could be in shambles, something could be ending. I also just heard conclusions. So I feel like if you're writing an essay or something, like the conclusion is like the hardest part, you can't come up with it or something. I feel like take your time. If you have writer's block, I feel like maybe you should walk away from the project and leave it alone for a couple hours, for a day or two or something like that, and then come back to it. I'm also hearing that somebody keeps losing their earrings. It could be your grandfather. If you keep seeing 1010, understand that's your grandfather. He keeps like pulling earrings out your ear or something. Maybe you need gauges, like maybe you're supposed to be stretching your ears or something. Or maybe there's somebody with gauges watching. Also heard dial the gauge back. Some kind of gauge on your car could be broken or something. Garlic and herb butter. So somebody could be making some good ass dinner. Cheez-It buffalo wings. Whip it real good. I'm hearing salt and pepper and breadcrumbs. So somebody definitely cooking. A lot of cooking. I feel like cooking is like soul food. I feel like somebody could be cooking food for their family, and if you are in a good energetic place, I feel like 408, thank you, Ascended Masters, I feel like you're putting that energy into your food, and you're putting that energy into your family. So continue to do so. Also just heard Chris Brown, the grass ain't greener on the other side. So I feel like maybe like, you know, somebody fired you or left you behind, or a family member stopped talking to you, and then it was like, nigga, like somebody is realizing that whoever they left you for, or whatever they left you for, 33, thank you, Ascended Masters, the grass ain't greener on the other side, honey. Okay, period. This person is thinking about you. 39, thank you, Ascended Masters. This person is thinking about you. You could have somebody missing you. I feel like your ancestors, you could be missing one of your ancestors. You could be missing one of your elders. I'm also hearing like a grandpa could be sick or in the hospital. And then I just heard take them, 455. So you got the Trader, right away. So I feel like this is trading energy, giving them your energy through your food and stuff like that. Also, it says exchange energy to create abundance. So I feel like this is exchanging ideas. I feel like this is collaborating with people. I feel like this is meeting your soul family. Also, he has his hand on his heart, so I feel like you are meeting sincere people. I feel like you are meeting people who I also just heard the word turban, but I feel like you are also meeting people who are like near and dear to your heart, who are a part of your soul tribe, who are a part of your soul's alignment and your soul's mission. I'm also seeing like this little blanket here, this little quilt, as somebody like knitting or sewing or doing pillows. I'm also hearing that somebody could be making head wraps, or somebody could be tapping into a different religion, committing to a different religion. I'm also hearing pillows. So if there's a religion where you sit on pillows, like on the floor or something, so I'm also hearing I'm seeing Asians. So maybe somebody could be learning to speak a new language. Somebody could be like exchanging, like, well, you give me a reading, girl, and I give you a reading, or you give me some jewelry and I give you a product that I'm selling, or I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's like a quick wanting of something, but because you can't, like, you don't have the monetary value to get it, I feel like you're gifting somebody whatever it is that you have, whatever abundance it is that you can provide. You're gifting this person with that. You're trading something. Also, I feel like this is trading information, talking to your friends, talking to your ancestral team or your spirit guides about certain things. So I feel like your spirit guides are trading energy with you. Like they're emanating their energy into you, and then like dispelling your energy into the world, and kind of just being like, take it where it needs to go, because somebody needs this strength, somebody needs this anger, somebody needs this pain, whatever. Like, you don't need that, send it elsewhere, period. And I'm not saying that they're sending it elsewhere as like a negative thing or a bad thing or anything like that. I think that's all energy is needed. All emotions are needed, all feelings are needed, all feelings and emotions are valid. And sometimes they just don't serve you, but it doesn't mean that they don't serve somebody else at their timeline of where they are in their life. Okay, so then we have the Fire Guardian, which I've never gotten this card before. I never really used these cards before, only maybe a handful of times, only because I think God was saving them for these type of messages, these type of videos. But with this Fire Guardian here, I feel like somebody is wanting a lot of tattoos. Somebody is realizing that every tattoo is a rite of passage. Every tattoo has a meaning of what you thought it meant, what it means in this lifetime, and then also what it means about your karmic debt, or what it means about your soul's purpose. I'm also seeing I'm hearing telekinesis, but I'm seeing like this spear, this ball in his hand with a triangle. So I feel like somebody is tapping into mind, body, spirit. Somebody is tapping into their gifts, like not just spiritual gifts, but telekinesis, water bending, fire bending, stuff like that. I feel like somebody is definitely needing to start doing candle magic and tapping into the importance and the goodness of candle magic. I feel like somebody is gaining their wings because of something that they're passionate about. And if you look at this, his wings don't look right. Like, for some reason, one looks like crooked. And it's kind of like, maybe you were crooked in the past. Like, maybe you're dealing with crooked people. I feel like this is kind of like you coming out of like a hot, fiery, passionate, like always mad, always upset type of energy. And you just got your hands up and you're like, look, my bad. Like, I was going through something. But I feel like you're taking the initiative, like ignite your passion. You're taking that initiative to kind of like revamp old relationships, or even not even revamping them. I feel like there's a lot of forgiveness surrounding this day, or whenever you're watching this, because time is an illusion and you can watch this whenever you want to. But also, I'm going to title them just whatever month it is. I'm not going to title them specific days throughout the month. That way, whenever you are guided to click on that video, you will understand that it's for that month or that time period or that season or something like that. Even if you watch a January video in December, that could just mean that this is going to happen next January. Something last January could have played out, or it could just mean that's the energy. You're in winter-like energy, you're in harvest-like energy right now, okay? So, with this ignite your passion, like in all these bangles and stuff, like, I don't know what religion it is. I don't know if it's Africa or India or something like that, but there was a religion where they would stretch their necks with like things like this, little beads and stuff like that. So I feel like somebody is needing to tap into their roots, like their ancestors, like, and not even just their roots of like their lineage in this lifetime, like from your family. I feel like you're also needed to tap into the lineage. I'm hearing like somebody has like a royal bloodline. Also, I'm hearing like kings and queens of England. So some of you guys could have definitely been kings and queens. Like some of you guys could have definitely had, you know, many, many past lives as a family royalty. Like you could have been 10, that gets in masters, my grandpa. But I feel like you could have been like, I also just heard married into royalty, and in this life you could be like a gold digger, or you could be after somebody's money. 1, 2, 3, thank you, it's in the masters. I'm also seeing like waist beads. Like maybe if you are trying to lose weight or gain weight, maybe get you some waist beads. That's how you can track your weight. And I'm also hearing swirls, like somebody like is doing like they baby hairs. Okay, so I'm hearing that somebody like adopted a black baby and they're having problems like getting the person to love their hair, getting the child to love themselves and like accept themselves. Honestly, I would just say like you and your kids should like watch YouTube videos together. Like be like, oh girl, like let's do your hair. Like let's come on, like let's turn on YouTube and you know I'm gonna try to do your hair. Or y'all can make a YouTube channel together. Watch me style my daughter hair, or watch me learn how to do this. And it's kind of like a thing that y'all can do together. 11/11, thank you, and masters. And it's gonna be like y'all getting money together. You know, y'all are, that's y'all job together. Like you starting a business for your kid, so that maybe like, you know, a lot of people who are insecure and stuff like that, like a lot of kids who don't have friends and stuff, we turn to YouTube for like our comfort. I know when I was a kid, the ages of like, I want to say like 14 or 15 to like maybe like 17, 18, I was literally lonely as fuck in high school, and I was doing videos, makeup videos, and I didn't want anybody from my high school to find out that I was sitting here doing fucking makeup videos and shit. So, you know, times are changing, times are different. YouTube is a career now for as long as it's going to be a career. So I definitely feel like there's an importance of kind of like putting yourself out there if you want to, period. And with the moon card here, I feel like somebody's periods is syncing up with the moon. Somebody's periods have become shorter and lighter because they have become more balanced within their emotions. I feel like somebody's sicknesses, illnesses, whatever it is that you have in your body, anytime something happens like a headache or a sore or a scratch or something, I feel like you analyze it spiritually to thank you, it's in the masters, which helps you get over that element like a lot quicker and allows for like a lot of clarity. I'm seeing somebody holding a newborn baby. I'm also seeing a daddy like reaching down, kissing his little girl on the lips. I'm seeing Santa Claus. So somebody's African American could have dressed up as Santa Claus this year, and they were disappointed because their kids didn't like their gifts. They were going through a phase at the time. It had nothing to do with you. I feel like you're still holding on to it, like you're mad at your kid. Could be a teenager. But take note of intuitive messages. I feel like somebody is needing to like go outside with the moon, especially if you're not in colder climates. You need to be outside looking at the moon, talking to your ancestral team, and just doing it by the, I heard the cosmos, and I know for facts like in one of Water Baby Terrell videos, like I didn't watch that whole video. I just kept skipping through because I felt like there was some kind of messages I was supposed to be getting throughout it, but none of it resonated with me, so I know that it was for you guys. So with that being said, she did mention that somebody was doing some like reaching out to ancestors through like the cosmos. I don't really know, like I don't know what she meant. I don't really remember what she was talking about. But the way that I'm taking that is I kind of feel like when you look up at the stars and shit, like things will be revealed to you. And what you see in the stars may not be what I see in the stars. So it may be something that's specific to you. You know, I feel like there's a need to kind of like tap into your inner self. Like not just like your inner head space, like what you got going on a daily basis, but also the things that you have been through, went through, and will go through. So it's kind of just like, I feel like somebody is needing to overlook their life and kind of like maybe write a letter to yourself or something like that about the phases of your life, about the different big major changes in your life, about, you know, things that had a huge impact on your well-being, on your likelihood, about who you are, what you bring to the table and stuff like that. I think that's very, very, very important at this time, okay? Any other messages? Any other ancestor messages? That flew out crazy. Card that popped out, the White Witch. I heard ding dong, the witch is dead. So it's kind of like somebody is like killing their enemy with their light. I really don't like the way this owl looks. It doesn't look scared or demonic or anything. It looks really, really intense. Like it's kind of like somebody is focusing on you. Like somebody is watching you. It's, oh my God. I feel like your shadow self is watching you. And I know that sounds so crazy, but look at this. Like she even has like a mole or something right there. Like, no, that's something on my card. But don't that look cute? Like, I'm going to leave it right there because it looks like it's supposed to be right there. And I feel like that's like, you know, the witches with like the hair coming out, like, of like moles and stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. But the way I'm taking it is I feel like somebody who didn't have your best interest at heart, who stopped you from like a marriage or something. Because if you look at the butterfly wing, doesn't it look like a white wedding dress type thing? And then it kind of looks like the wedding dress is disappearing. Like, so somebody stopped you from a marriage or a commitment with a soulmate or with a twin or something like that because they were doing like Wicca, like they were doing like magic and stuff. But not all magic is good magic. But with the butterfly here, I feel like they're trying to transform. They're trying to be more like you because they see whatever they're doing is not working. So now it's kind of like you are killing them with kindness. You are being the light. It's crazy because last night, 33, thank you, Ascended Masters. I know I'm telling the truth. 803, thank you, Ascended Masters, 11. I kept seeing like a little girl, it's like standing outside my door, like just peeking in, and it was just black. And she just kept peeking in. She kept peeking in. And I kept telling myself, like, I'm not scared. Like, I don't know what it is, but I'm not scared. I kept saying, like, I'm of love and light. I'm protected. Kamaya is protected. We only see things of our greatest good. I looked at my phone, and I don't remember the numbers I saw, but it was a synchronicity. So I was like, damn, okay, yeah, I'm good. Like, I'm good. And then at, like 2 o'clock in the morning or something, Kamaya had came in the room and she yelled, like before she opened the door, like right before she opened the door where I saw that shadow standing, she had yelled like, ah, and I had like jumped up and threw the cover off and I like ran to go get her and stuff like that. And she was like, I don't want to see that, mommy, it's scary. 33 thickest in the masters. And when I turned on the light, you know, I personally didn't see anything, but because she's a child, she could probably see more than me. So I'm like, you know, what is it? What did it look like? 44 thickest in the master. She said, I don't want to see that, mommy. It's scary. I said, say, go away. Say, I don't want you here. You don't scare me. And she said it. And then we went back in the room, and I kept hearing, like, that's her inner child, that's her inner child, that's her inner child. Mind you, Kamaya had been acting out that day. She had spent the night at her dad's house, and then the next day we had went over my mom and my aunt's house, and she spent time over there while I worked. And I'm like, in 2 days that you were not with me, you came back home and you're screaming. Like, she was like, when? She kept doing this, like, when? And I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, you're not a baby, you're a big girl. I kept saying that, like, you're a big girl. She's like, when? She kept like, and she's 2. So to me, I took that as like she's healing her inner child. Like when 33 thank you to the master, I feel like her shadow side is now being integrated, like it's following her. 39 thank you to the masters, and she may be scared of it, like many of us are scared of our shadow side, like, you know, scared of our ego side, scared of our pride and our jealousy or our fear, or, you know, whatever resides in our specific dark side. I feel like a lot of times we fear that, and right now I feel like Kamaya is fearing it, and my goal, my ascension is to help her not fear her. It's time to help her heal her. So it's like, even though she's a child, you know, because she has a parent who is awake like me, I can raise her to do better. I can like be of example. This guy named Chris, I don't remember the last name, but shout out to you, Chris. He commented on my video last night about how I felt like I was a bad mom and how I didn't really know how to discipline my daughter. And he had literally commented right like 33 thank you to the masters. I had woke up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. And it was like right after, you know, Kamaya had came in the room and stuff. And he commented that, and I woke up out my sleep, and then something told me, like, look at my phone. So I looked at my phone and I saw the comment, and it was kind of like, you know, you have to forgive your mom for bringing hatred into your life, because now you're turning into the very thing that you hate. Because in the video, I was yelling at my daughter. And he was just pretty much like, you have to forgive her in person and like release that, so that the person that you turned into that you don't like, you release that spirit. And then I'm like, damn, like at the time it was 3 o'clock in the morning, 2:01, thank you to the masters. So I didn't really feel like responding. I just like said thank you. And I think that I was like in a grog. So I was just like, thank you. And I went to sleep, and I don't remember thank you to the masters or where I went in my dream, but I'm pretty sure that I traveled to Kamaya Sky and her inner child and her shadow self, because I felt like her inner child needed to tell me something that maybe was going on, 33 Destiny Masters, that I wasn't aware of. And so I feel like 39, like, thank you, Ascended Masters, I felt like last night, me and her shadow self, her inner child, had met up within the spiritual realm, and that's why she was outside my door. Like, she was kind of like tempting me, like, hey, like, notice me, like, notice me, like, pay attention to me. And 55, thank you, Ascended Masters, I think that was the message for me with Kamaya as well. All I have to do, 21, thank you, Ascended Masters, all I have to do is pay more attention to her and the things that I'm doing around her, because I am her biggest teacher. You know, she goes off of by what I do, and that's what the dude Chris has said, 2112, he was like, lead by example. You know, if you want her to eat good food, you have to eat good food. If you want her to not be mean, you can't be mean. 2121, thank you to the masters. It's kind of like I am literally teaching her, so I have to heal her inner child while she's still a child, so that she can walk into her mission. Like, so that, because if I'm walking into my mission within the next couple years, as she get older, she needs to be aligning with me. She needs to be walking in her mission as well. Do as I do, not as I say. I feel like that should be the saying, because like, do as I do. Like, if your child is doing what you do, there's no reason why you should feel like you're a bad mom if this person is doing what you do. If you do feel like you're a bad mom, that's something that you have to question within yourself, and then you should stop doing that action. Thank you, Ascended Masters, because the real saying is, do as I say, not as I do. So it's like you telling your kid, like, listen to me, but what I'm doing don't matter. Like, I can do bad. Like, parents be like, oh, I can cuss, but you can't, and shit like that. Like, nah, we not doing that. And I feel like that's the message here, ancestors. Like, that thank you, Ascended Masters. That's what they trying to let us know, that we have to lead by examples. We are leaders. I have been seeing 79 and 9 a lot. Also, I've been seeing 95 a lot, 233, thank you, Ascended Masters, which is signifying like leadership and like a humanitarian like role in life, in the world. And I feel like as mothers, we are humanitarians, because we are bringing children into this world. So every mother to me is a light worker, because I feel like there is something that we're supposed to be teaching that child in order to be a part of this history. Like, what you teach that child is going to be on them, and they're going to put that on about like 6 to 10 different lovers that they date, and then 20 to 30 people that they work with, and then 40 to 50 people that they just meet. Like, you know, like, we are each other's history, so it's important that you know that your actions are important, you know. So we just gonna get a few tarot cards to see and tap into why we are getting these ancestor messages, okay? And then we're gonna go ahead and end it off, y'all. And I'm trying to get my watch time up and go more into depth with these videos, even if they take longer to upload. So if y'all like the longer videos, definitely let me know. I know for me, when I was watching readings, I really like to like watch them in the bath or while I was getting dressed, where I didn't have to touch the computer. I just wanted it to play through, you know, while I was doing something or while I was falling asleep. So if you guys would like longer videos, definitely leave a comment down below. And we are a family, especially if you resonate with these ancestor messages, because again, not everybody will. Tap into these comments, sis. There are a lot of good souls out there who gravitate towards these videos, who have enlightening information. Like, when I saw that comment yesterday, at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of offended. Like, first of all, my mom didn't bring hatred into my life. First of all, you know, like, I was offended because I was guilty. You know, it was kind of like he was telling me that you have to lead by example. Like, if your daughter is acting out, it's because you're doing it. And I had to, like, it hurt my heart a little bit, 33 Thank You to the Masters, when I, like, looked at it And I felt some type of way, and then I said thank you, and I went back to sleep. But now as I'm awakened, whatever was healed in our dream, I feel good about it. I feel satisfied, and I feel like that was something that I needed to hear. I needed him to tell me that. You know, whether I was receptive to that information at the time or not, I needed that information. So don't ever feel like you wasting your breath when you talk to people, when you're telling them shit, because even if that shit don't resonate at that moment, even if you don't get instant gratification about this person saying sorry or this person admitting to whatever the fuck you was right about, say your shit, sis. Say your shit. Alright. Why is Trader here? I'm just going to get one card for every card out here, and then we're going to go ahead and end it off because we already had 25 minutes. So we got the Four of Wands with the Trader card here. So the Four of Wands is about love and commitment and coming into like your divine union. So I feel like this is you trading energy with your soul family, like with the people who really are supposed to like be at your wedding type shit. Like you are meeting like bridesmaids, you are meeting groomsmen, like you are literally meeting people who are going to be in your life forever. You are meeting your family, okay? With the number 4 here, this is stability. I feel like you trading goods. Like if you, I'm hearing farmer, but if I feel like services and goods like are being traded right now. Like if you have been worrying about money and stuff like that with the number 4 here, I feel like you're going to be stable, and you're going to be like steady as far as like income and stuff like that. It might not be a super huge increase right now, and it may not be like a super fall back where you can't pay your bills type of energy. I feel like your bills are paid, but maybe you don't have extra shit, or maybe like one bill is not paid, which we not even manifesting. All your bills are paid. I feel like you have all your needs and necessities, but you're working towards being able to afford your wants as well, okay? Then we have the Devil card here with the White Witch. I kind of feel like this is devil-like energy that you have transmuted and transformed. I feel like this is your dark side being like integrated. You have balanced things out. You see the light in the dark. You know, like I feel like the devil in a red dress. I feel like there are women or people who try to put you down and make you feel like you are less of you. People who will try to bring you back to a low vibrational energy. People who will try to, you know, bring you back to a space that you didn't want to be. Like with me, yeah. So I had this girl that I used to be friends with, had wrote me on Instagram on my page and was like, what's up? Deleted the message, went to my daughter's page and wrote me on there and was like, what's up? And I wrote back like, hi, how are you? Like, I hope you're doing well. I'm good. Like, what's going on with you in your life? She gonna write me like, you follow my boyfriend like a couple days ago, and then you don't follow me no more. So I was wondering, do you got a problem with me? It's like, is there an issue? I said, good night, girl. And then she was like, you weird as fuck. And then I heard in my mind that she was saying like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, why? Like, it's like, I heard her just questioning my motives. And I'm like, I don't even want to leave you confused. I gave her a whole message like, you are too beautiful to be so insecure. Like, you deserve so much better for yourself. For one, I didn't even remember that I followed your boyfriend a couple days ago. So why the hell do you know that? For one, if I did follow you, why does he feel the need to tell you that? And for two, like, if he's not the one who told you, why the fuck are you so in his phone like that? Like, that is like codependent, stalker-like behavior. We're leaving that shit in fucking 2019. Mind you, I knew these people when I was 18. I'm 24 now. So basically, I had told her, like, you know, when I went on my spiritual journey, I removed a lot of negativity from my Facebook, from my page, so that I'm not seeing 33 Thank You to the Masters, so that I'm not seeing it and taking it in subconsciously, like, unknowingly. I was like, you know, like, women really do admire you. Women stare at you. Women look up to you. And you're so busy being insecure about yourself that you don't understand, that you don't see how admired you are. Like I said, I send you light and love and I wish you the best, but, like, I cannot. Like, I don't even want to talk about it anymore, because why are you asking me if I have a problem with you if I didn't, like, I didn't do anything to you to make you feel like I would have a problem with you? You know, so it's kind of like petty shit like that. I had to make sure that, you know, because before I would have either snapped on a bitch or I would have just blocked her. And neither one of those things are right. Like, for one, you can't just snap on people. And for two, you can't just ignore your problems. Like, you can't do that shit. And that's me. I'm quick to just block somebody and not reply. But I realized that I had to speak my shit. Like, I realized that, you know, I didn't want to leave anything unsaid. I didn't 33 thank yous in the masters. I needed to speak my piece. I needed you to know that, bitch, I'm not no weird ass bitch. I don't want your nigga, and you're fucking weird. While also putting her in her place, I spoke life into her. I said, you are beautiful. You are to be admired. People love you. People look up to you. You have to calm down. Like, you have to relax yourself. Bitch, you can't be putting all that shit onto other people about what you're going through, because, bitch, all I did was, I'm trying to be famous. I'm liking everybody's page. I'm motherfucking friending everybody. Bitch, I need to be famous. So don't sit here and worry about why the fuck I'm adding your nigga when, bitch, like, me and my ex-boyfriend lives with you and your boyfriend. Like, what the fuck? Like, bitch, we was all kicking it. We was all family. Why the fuck would I, like... You know, like, it's stuff like that with people bringing you back to low vibrational energy, where you have to, like, let go of the illusions. Like, you have to let go of the illusions that you are still the same person, because you are not. The Ace of Wands, you are going into a new beginning. You got, and it's crazy because you got all wands. The cards that I'm going to pull, this is the last one that I'm going to pull. The Six of Wands with the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. These are all 3 wands, like, and you got the Fire Guardian here. So this is like a lot of fiery energy, like 4 plus 6, 10 plus 1, that's 11. So this is like a new beginning. Like, with the Ace of Wands, this is definitely a new beginning. This is definitely something that's coming into fruition. With the Six of Wands, this is communication, like fiery communication. Do your candle magic. Communicate with fire. Talk to God through fire. Talk to your ancestors and your spirit guides through fire. Tap into who you are, what makes you you, you know, what your ancestors used to do in order to communicate to God, how they got to where they needed to be, how they were successful, because if you didn't know, the Six of Wands is about success. I feel like there's a new phase in your life that is coming up and you don't even see it coming. We've been getting this a lot lately. Like, we've been getting that message a lot. Like, you don't even see this coming. You are not the same you. Do not allow people to keep you stuck, okay? Period. You are transforming, like, you are transmuting witchy, negative people trying to be manipulative. The way I'm seeing witch is like manipulated, because you manipulate energy, you manipulate time, you manipulate the space, and I feel like, just if you're not even doing magic, like, you just manipulate people's minds spiritually. You try to get what you want out of them, and it's deceptive. Look at that owl. Look at his eyes. They're dark. She got blueberries on her. So I feel like somebody has been blue. Like, this person who has been sending you negative energy, they've been blue. They've been sad. I feel like you have removed your energy from them, and now they don't really know what to do. They don't really know what to do, y'all. So I hope this ancestor message was good for y'all. Again, I am taking personal readings. You can cash at me at money_caprice cooks. You can also email me or Apple Pay me at capricecooks@icloud.com, y'all. All right? I'm out of here.